What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you so much. The outpouring of love, the outpouring of comments, and just the support on here on the YouTube channel, and also on my Instagram, all the videos I've been doing. I really appreciate it. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for reaching out, taking the time to even watching my videos, but taking the time to comment, liking, having sending me emails back and forth of the things that and trusting me in what your circumstances and predicaments are and your situations in life. And I just want to say right off the top, thank you so much, each and every one of you. I wanted to jump in and do this kind of how-to video. And I noticed, I was just thinking about this, and funny things just came to me while I was in Mass, at church. And I was overwhelmed by this feeling of emotions on how to grieve for a loved one, how to grieve, how to get over, not necessarily get over, but get through it, how to deal with it, how to the emotional roller coasters and things like that. And I really wanted to touch upon this. It's really near and dear to my heart, especially around this time. And I wanted to gear this to everybody and put this video out where I feel as though for the generations to come after me, hopefully this will help you out whenever you watch it, however you come across it. Because the inevitable is that each and every single person in our life and yourself will no longer be here. And it is a very, like, whoa, that's a very, they want to say dark, but it's the truth. And, with our society and everybody wants to keep it 100 and keep it real with themselves. That's the one real thing that people, I don't think, realize that it will happen until it really happens. And now, let me preface this. This is to assist and help people to grieve, but also see a different light when it comes to it. And so what I come across is, going to funerals and things that is people feeling sad. Obviously, it's a loved one. It's your best friend. It's your mom, your dad, and all this, and your aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa. And it hurts. It hurts that they're no longer there with you, and it hurts that their physical being isn't present, right? And so let me just a tidbit of how I have dealt with grieving and how I've persevered, I guess you can say, and hopefully this helps you. The first thing I would like to say is it helps to acknowledge the fact that it will happen, right? Maybe you're still young. Maybe you're still, you caught this video and you're only in your teens or in your 20s or, in your 30s. And, I'm at an age right now where I'm starting to see, my grandparents passing and the older generation are passing. And it's a collective thing. And we never were taught this. Obviously, there wasn't a conversation. It's one of those like, ooh, taboo, or, it's one of those, can be detrimental, can be very emotional, and a lot of people don't want to talk about it. I get it. But I think a lot of times what helps with the grieving is acknowledging the fact that it will happen one day, step one. So if you can understand that this is going to happen, accept the fact and embrace the fact that, each and every person that's around you at one point or another is going to pass. Could be today, a week from now, a couple years, 25 years down the line, however it is. Because I think the mentality that we take for granted is that the mentality is we do take for granted, and we don't take advantage of the fact of acknowledging the fact that these people are in our lives now, right? And so a lot of times we tend to, until they're gone, we take for granted that, they're here, that they're still in our lives, that we see them every day at school, or we see them every day, in the household, or we see them once a week at family dinners, or once in a while, or we see them through Instagram or social media, Facebook and stuff like that. And you see that they're okay, which is this, I don't want to say fake, but this, maybe a subconscious way of keeping tabs with them, that they're okay and that they're, they look like they're doing well. The thing that helped me out with the grieving process, and let me get back to that, is, when you acknowledge that you're grateful for your life, and you acknowledge the fact that these people in your lives, and you're very grateful and you're thankful, like seriously be present with being thankful and grateful, but then embracing the fact that they're going to pass, You're going to try as hard as you can to make as many memories and to really take advantage of the time that you have with them. Even though you might be young and you're thinking like, I have this godly amount of time with this person. You don't know. You never know. And when it happens, it's like, that's the one thing that people always say. I wish I had more time with this person or that person, right? Like I've heard that across the board. And so if we can get to the mentality of understanding, taking advantage of the time that you do have with them and really buckle down in creating these memories, because that's all we get to take with us, right? When a person passes, that's all you're going to think and reflect is all the times you shared with them. Good or bad, you're going to get rid of the bad. You're always going to remember all the great things. So therefore, start creating these memories. I think that helps with the grieving process. So when it does happen, you've already accepted the terms that, it's a finite time in this world and that it's going to happen. Another thing I feel that helps with grieving is talking about it. Being surrounded by loved ones, being surrounded by other people who are grieving, being surrounded by, the reminiscing of this person and the celebration of the life of this person. And I think when you're by yourself and you're in your thoughts and you're in your moments and this person's gone, you might need to collect yourself. You might need to take that time to yourself to realize like, all right, I need to come together. But it's okay also to let your emotions out, to cry, to yearn, to mourn, to grieve with other people. I think a lot of times, especially in my culture and being a man, a lot of you can attest to this. Like, you're not supposed to show emotions. Crying is a sense of weakness and all that BS that we've heard growing up. It's it's a human trait. Like, you're not supposed to cry when someone passes. That's some BS. Kiss my ass if you think the other way. Like, it's you were given tears, you were given emotions, you were given this gift of, being able to be empathetic, to show your emotions, to allow yourself to grieve, to allow yourself to mourn, to allow yourself to cry with others, to feel what others are going through. So therefore, let it happen. It's natural, and for all this masculinity stuff that people still talk about, man, take that somewhere else. And the third thing that I would say that helped me grieve and hopefully will help you grieve is honestly thinking about the person and all the great times that you were able to share with this person. And remember, like even through all the headaches and through all the pain, that you have some special times that you can reflect upon, especially until your dying day, because that's all that matters, and sometimes it takes the reminder of a loved one to pass on to remind you of what the priorities in life are and what the importance of life is, and which is, being surrounded by your family, friends, and your loved ones, and not stress about what, how many likes you need or what car you need to drive or how much money you need to make or, all these frivolous things. Sometimes a reminder of someone passing on will take you to a point where you realize like, damn, I've been sitting in my own BS for so long that none of these things are that important, but the people in my life, the finite time that I have with them, that's the utmost importance. So if I can share anything with you, how to grieve and pass what worked for me, and to all those who may have lost, my condolences to you. To all those, I'm telling you this right now, until you realize, or until it happens to you, you'll realize that, it's a sad time, but if you can prepare yourself, and I think it's very important if you can prepare the grieving process and take advantage of the time that you have with these people and get to that mental space where it's like, like, man, what happens if this person passes on, or this person will pass on? What am I going to do to spend these moments with them and be present with them and love and adore them and really celebrate life with this person before they're gone? If we can get to that mentality, everybody, I think as a society, we're going to be really on the path of being happy, on the path of taking advantage of each other's time, and not taking it for granted. I really hope and I pray for each and every one of us to get to a point where we really embrace the fact that we don't have all the time in the world. I mean, have to acknowledge the fact that you never know when it's going to happen. They may get diagnosed with something that they never knew, and you never knew that they had. And all of a sudden, now they're stage 4 or something, and you only have like a few weeks left. So if we can get to the mentality of knowing the fact that each and every one of us will have that one, we'll have that instance that we will pass on, and that we, don't take for granted the people in our lives, and we really acknowledge the fact that it's short, it's fast, and goes by fast. That spend that time, be happy, love all those around you, surround yourself with people that make you happy, surround yourself with those people that uplift you and love you, and that's all that matters. You're not trying to impress anybody else. Stop impressing people that you don't need to impress, and continue loving the people that already love you. It's not complicated, everybody. So until next time, I appreciate the time. I appreciate all the energies you guys send back and forth. I continue to pray for you, continue to love you. And any comments, comment below your thoughts, what you think about this, how to grieve for a loved one. And send me any emails, follow up if you don't want to post in front of people. But all the information in the info below. And share this, please. Share any of the videos you come across with. More than happy to reach out and help more. All right. So until next time, everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll be back soon. Take care, everybody. Cheers. Us.